Excited to have our AI editor on board. Let's make magic happen.
Welcome to the team. Let's elevate every frame together.
Welcome, deep divers. Today we're jumping into navigating the modern job market. It's fascinating how much things are shifting, isn't it? With tech like AI, the economy. Companies are really changing how they hire. So our mission is to sort of peek behind the curtain, understand their playbook, so you can be that perfect candidate, the right hire.
Exactly. And it's really key to understand that hiring, well, it isn't just about filling a slot. It's more like a strategic partnership. Companies need the tech skills, sure, but also that cultural fit. And crucially, they're thinking long-term potential, understanding what they need, how their needs are changing. That's vital for job seekers now.
Okay, so they're looking for this mix, but how do they actually figure out what they need? Is it always some grand strategic plan?
That's a really good question. Ideally, yes, they do a detailed skills gap analysis, figure out the must-haves versus the nice-to-haves. But the reality can be, well, a bit more fluid. What's really changing things is the move towards skills-based job descriptions. They're focusing less on just years of experience and more on specific competencies.
Skills-based, right. So less 5 years doing X and more, can you do Y and Z?
Precisely. And get this, some companies even use AI to help write these descriptions now.
Yeah.
So that job description, it's not just a list, it's a filter and an ad. It tells you exactly what they value. You've got to dissect it, really pull out those keywords.
Like a code to crack. Okay, so you find the keywords, you tailor your resume, but then it hits the digital wall, right? The ATS.
Yeah, the Applicant Tracking System. Yes, that's the big hurdle.
And the stat is huge. Something like 90% of big companies use them.
That's right, Fortune 500s especially. So no matter how qualified you are, your resume has got to be ATS readable first, like a digital key. Get it wrong, and a human might never even see your application. I've heard stories, people with amazing experience just vanish into the system.
Yeah, my friend had this beautifully designed resume, like graphically amazing.
Oh, no.
Yeah, total ATS fail. Invisible.
Exactly. Complex templates, graphics, they often confuse the system. So the DOs. Tailor it every single time. Use the exact keywords from the job description, but naturally, don't stuff them in. Use standard headers, work experience, education, things like that.
Yeah.
Simple format, single column. Standard fonts are best, like Arial or Calibri.
Okay, simple. And contact info in the main body, not headers or footers.
Correct. Headers and footers can sometimes get missed. And save it as a .doc or a .co here, if you can.
Got it. And the don't NTs, besides the fancy templates.
Right. No keyword stuffing, they can often tell. Avoid unique headers like my awesome projects. No text boxes. And PDFs can be tricky for some older ATS systems, so .doc or .doccs is usually safer if they accept it. And this is crucial. Zero spelling or grammar errors.
Because the machine won't recognize a misspelled keyword.
Exactly. It's an instant fail sometimes.
Yeah.
It really shows the resume is partly a technical task now, optimizing for the system.
Okay, so you navigate the ATS maze, then comes the interview. That's where the human element comes back in, right?
Absolutely. And it's holistic. They're checking your technical skills, sure, but also those vital soft skills, adaptability, how you communicate, teamwork, emotional intelligence. Cultural alignment is huge. Will you fit in? Will you add to the team dynamic?
Makes sense. And that's where things like the STAR method come in handy for answering those behavioral questions.
Definitely. Situation, task, action, result. It gives structure to your answers. So when they ask, tell me about a time you dealt with change, you don't just say, I'm adaptable.
Right, you give a specific example. Well, in this situation, I had this task, so I took this action, and this was the positive result. You're showing, not just telling.
Precisely. You're demonstrating how you operate, who you are as a colleague.
So ATS, interviews. What about getting a foot in the door another way, like referrals?
Referrals. That's a really powerful angle. For companies, they're often the best source of hires. Cost-effective, higher quality, and here's the kicker. A referral can often let you bypass that initial ATS screen altogether.
Wow, okay, so you jump the queue.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah.
You get immediate credibility because someone inside vouched for you. It's why building genuine professional connections is so important. Networking isn't just chat, it's strategy.
That leads nicely into the bigger picture, doesn't it? This idea of always learning, always adapting.
Career agility, that's the term. And it's becoming your real job security. The market shifts so fast, you need to be constantly scanning the horizon, picking up new skills, both technical, maybe AI literacy, and soft skills like complex problem solving. It's an ongoing thing.
So wrapping this all up for everyone listening, what's the big takeaway? It sounds like success in today's job market really needs you to be, well, proactive, informed, adaptable, understand the company's game plan, get your resume past those digital guards, show off all your skills in the interview, and use your network.
That's it, exactly.
Okay.
Becoming the right hire isn't a one-shot deal. It's about constant growth. It's less about finding one stable job for life and more about building that career agility. Always be looking ahead, identifying what skills will be needed next, and, investing in yourself.
A really powerful thought to end on, so think about it. How's your career agility looking right now? What's your next move? Keep learning, deep divers.